Good morning, this is your AI host, Jay. I'm here with the automatically generated, Journato, morning headlines on September 3, 2023. Modi's unifying message for the G20 summit looks dated as globalization falls apart. The Guardian, India's historic hosting of the G20 summit, a detailed overview, World Today. India Today, opinion, India's G20 presidency stands out as a people's presidency. News 18, the India Story Live, India gears for G20 summit, here's what's on agenda, Vikram Chandra. WION, G20 summit in New Delhi, what other international organizations is India part of? Fukushima, China's anger at Japan is fueled by disinformation. BBC, must watch, Japan PM eats Fukushima fish to prove safety against radiation. Times of India, Rahm Emanuel blasts China for Japanese seafood ban during Fukushima visit. Axios, Japan PM tries fish from Fukushima's radioactive wastewater. Hindustan Times, South Koreans worry about Fukushima water, more disapprove of Yoon, poll shows. For long distance, good value rail trips from the UK to Europe. The Guardian, I took my Brompton on the train to Armenia, reader's favourite European rail journeys. Moroccan jet ski tourist describes being shot at by Algerian Coast Guard. The Guardian, jet ski Moroccan tourist describes being shot at off Algerian coast. BBC, Algeria, Morocco tensions, jet ski tourists reportedly shot after entering Algerian waters. France 24 English, France confirms citizen killed in border incident in Algeria. DW, English, Algerian Coast Guards kill 2 tourists holidaying in Morocco. Everything is ahead of us. Ukraine breaks Russian strongholds' first line of defense. Urgent rescue mission launched to save researcher in Antarctic. The Independent, Australia launches mission to rescue Antarctic researcher. BBC, Australian icebreaker en route to Antarctic station to rescue expedition member. Sky News, Australian icebreaker heads to Antarctic station to rescue expeditioner suffering medical condition. The Washington Post, icebreaker sails to Antarctica to rescue sick Australian expedition member. Berliners rave against the motorway as extension threatens 20 cultural venues. 4 sons set out on a perilous migration route. Only one came home. Doctors explain what may be causing Mitch McConnell's freezing spells. The Independent, Republicans react to McConnell freezing during press conference. NBC News, neurologists suggest McConnell suffered seizures, disputing lightheadedness, claims, report says. Forbes, opinion, here's what McConnell owes the public. CNN, watch, Biden addresses McConnell's health scare. Biden promises to take care of Florida on visit after DeSantis snub, latest. The Independent, Biden pledges Florida support in wake of storm damage. BBC, Biden heads to Florida as DeSantis nixes meeting with president, latest. The Independent, Biden in Florida promises to rebuild, calls on Congress to provide more FEMA funding. Thousands rally in Niger seeking withdrawal of French troops. The Guardian, Niger coup supporters call for French ambassador, troops to leave country. Al Jazeera English, thousands rally in Niger to demand the withdrawal of French troops. France 24 English, in fresh protests, thousands demand withdrawal of French troops in Niger. Anadolu Agency, English, Niger's military government slams Macron for backing President Bazoum. Former top U.S. diplomat Bill Richardson dies aged 75. Hurricane Idalia, warnings as flesh-eating bacteria lurk in post-hurricane floodwaters. Sky News, a phenomenon in Hurricane Idalia's eye prevented devastating impacts in Florida. The Independent, Idalia's aftermath, recovering from the hurricane. WFAA, Hurricane Idalia leaves behind threat of flesh-eating infections in Florida. Geo News, astronaut captures Hurricane Idalia from space, Earth.com. Burning Man festival goers told to conserve food and water. BBC, Burning Man festival goers trapped in desert as rain turns sight to mud. The Guardian, Burning Man festival revelers trapped as rain turns desert to mud. The Times, Burning Man festival goers urged to seek shelter and conserve food as rain turns sight into mudbath. Sky News, flash floods hit Burning Man as festival turns into a mudbath. Threats, insults, and Kremlin robots, how Russian diplomacy died under Putin. Nobel Foundation reverses decision to invite Russian ambassador to awards. The Guardian, Ukraine war, Nobel Prize invitation to Russia and Iran withdrawn. BBC, Nobel Foundation rescinds invitation to Russian ambassador amid backlash. The Telegraph, Nobel Foundation withdraws invitation for Russia, Belarus and Iran representatives. Sky News, Nobel Foundation withdraws invitation to Russia, Belarus and Iran. This was all for the news. Thanks for listening. Please do not forget to like and subscribe.